Today I'm going to be talking about Star Trek autographs, particularly the original cast and the movies. As you can see here, the ones that you see right now is Alan Ruck and William Shatner in Star Trek Generations. And if you are wondering why William Shatner's autograph looks a little odd just right here, is because actually when he had signed his autograph, part of his autograph signature was not coming out properly with the silver pen, so that's why it just looks a little unusual. It is, of course, on an official licensed photo, and you can see right here, Star Trek Generations, Paramount Pictures, all rights reserved, Creation Entertainment authorized user. As far as I can recall, besides Paramount Pictures, Creation Entertainment is the only authorized user to produce these photos illegally for mass production and to be sold into the retail market. And as we see here in the next photo, that you see here is actually a licensed photo. I believe it's from either Catch a Stars or Scoreboard. And you see his type of autograph here. And naturally with Leonard Nimoy over in this photo. Let's see if I can get this in here. Same situation, either Scoreboard or Catch a Stars licensed photo here. And DeForest Kelley's autograph here. This one was not obtained in person, but it was actually purchased at a Creations Entertainment event in San Francisco. This was already purchased on a pre-autograph table at Creation, and originally it was purchased for $20. And you can see back then, and we're talking about in the 1990s, how clean and neat his autograph is right here. And later I will show you how his signature has changed over the years, because I believe he had a pretty bad case. I believe it's arthritis, so his signature has changed over the years. This photo over here is of James Doohan. This also was obtained back sometime in the late 1990s, so at the time you notice that his signature, he did not sign it with a little line across from the right side down below it like an underline. And in this photo here, it has changed years later, and it does show with a little line here, but his signature has in fact changed. But as you notice on this type of photo, this is on a unlicensed photo reproduction that was created. This photo was in fact purchased at a Slanted Fedora event that was done in San Francisco. But in any case, that was actually obtained in person. Another photo here on an unlicensed photo reproduced. This photo was also purchased at a Slanted Fedora convention, and his signature does look a little neater with a little line down on the bottom right there. This particular autograph, it shows it's on a Philips photo, and at the time I believe he was the spokesperson for Philips. I don't recall if it was either for Fry's or the Incredible Universal Electronics store that was up here in Sacramento. But as you see, he has this variation of autograph right there. That also was done in person, as well as that one. This one, I couldn't say for sure it is authentic. More likely it is by the type of signature from Nichelle Nichols. This one was actually purchased, I believe it was actually purchased ahead of time. And yes, I did get this in person. It says it was, in fact, inscribed to me. This autograph here was also obtained in person on a licensed photo, as stated right there. Down there. And if you notice how she signs her name, first name, and the shell with the E, it kind of on one continuous stroke goes right into the N and Nichols, Nichelle Nichols. Okay. And I've also obtained some autograph in person from here right there in a licensed photo, and as well as this one on a licensed photo as well. This one was in fact purchased by mail order through a promoter which I thought, well, maybe by chance it is in fact authentic. It does appear it is authentic just based on the type of signature and how her E in this shell comes right into the N in Nichols, so it appears that that is in fact authentic. And I will let you know whether these were obtained in person or not, and this one I did not obtain in person. This photo right here actually was obtained in person at one of the conventions. I believe that was in San Jose. It wasn't one of those licensed Star Trek conventions, because a lot of times if you have the licensing rights to it, you more or less can advertise as an official Star Trek convention. Other than that, you'll see things like either a sci-fi con or any variations of a science fiction convention. Here, this photo was purchased. It's on an unlicensed photo, but purchased in person, and the autograph was obtained in person also in San Francisco. Actually, he appeared along with James Doohan, Nichelle Nichols, and George Takei. Keep in mind, his name is George Takei. It rhymes with okay, not Takai like you hear with some other people trying to pronounce his last name. That's totally wrong, but it's George Takei. Here's another photo that also was obtained in person. Show the consistency of his autograph, and when it's Koenig right there, you notice it's more of a sharp angle with the K, in which his earlier autographs, as you see here, it's more of like a loop or like a 6 for his K in Koenig, and he does have like little squiggly lines as he ends his autograph. All right. And there's that one there. That also was obtained in person. And this autograph here was actually obtained in person at Sac State University. I believe it was in 1995. And yes, if you notice, his autograph is signed in Japanese. And to let you know, for the record, that I was in fact the first person to obtain his autograph in Japanese. It was right then when I told my fan club members that I obtained it in Japanese that everyone else started at that time, and it has ballooned since that time, that most likely everyone else all over the world have tried to obtain its autograph in Japanese. But yes, I was in fact the first one. To be exact, it's on November 5th, 1995. Okay, and you see here his autograph here of George Takei and Walter Koenig. And these are the in-person autographs. And another autograph of George Takei right here. And another in-person autograph here. Another one here. And the 4 autographs of, as what one promoter had once said, that this is the Fab Four, the second group of the Fab Four, of George Takei, Nichelle Nichols, Walter Koenig, and James Doohan. This one is of Alan Ruck as Captain John Harriman in Star Trek Generations. That was also obtained in person on the licensed photo, and as you can see in the corner, that's Tim Russ. He also appeared in the movie. This one is obtained actually at a comic book store, so I cannot attest if this in fact is authentic, but more than likely it is. But it was actually signed on the unlicensed photo, because you can see that there is no copyright images down here on the corner. It's not on a postcard, and there's nothing to indicate on the back that it has the copyright. This photo was obtained in person of Major Barrett on a licensed photo, as you can see there. And these photos here of Grace Lee Whitney was obtained in person on a licensed photo. But this one right there was not, and it was actually purchased on Grace Lee Whitney's autograph table. Here's some of these other autographs from different series, but I will